No.
Where have you ever seen me? And we ain't known each other.
We move the same way as far as that. So
that's what I'm saying.
But
I'm not the most social person outside of what I do.
If they put you in a social environment, you're gonna make money.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to now. But that's what I'm saying. When you put me in that social environment, now I know how to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What I gravitated to you on is just your hunger, your passion. Even like when I first met you, I never knew you. I never had no clue about you.
Right.
But when you came to the barbershop, it was your hunger. It was your passion. Then I was like, oh, Nitty, we got to get behind him. We got to whatever. Just because I saw the hunger that I used to have back in the day. And I still got it. And I tell these young fellas when I go to the barber school, I tell them, I'm 54 years old. If you can't stand with me, man, from a whole day, from 6 in the morning to 6 at night, then this might not be for you. Because I'm still hungry. I'm still standing in the trenches, man, literally from 6 in the morning to 6 at night without a lunch. And if you can't do that, brother, you ain't ready because I'm going to get your clientele. I'm still going to get them.
It's called patience. They don't have the patience.
Exactly.
And that's another thing because
it's a huge thing.
I've been getting a lot of questions like, well, who you got coming? Who you got? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. What we are trying to do here, Ohio, don't get me wrong, all surrounding states, areas are welcome with open arms. What we're trying to do here, Ohio, is uplift our own people because within this industry, they act like we not nothing.
Right.
What? And sorry, I got to throw the name out there. Let's say Major League Barber Show, the traveling show. Did they come through Columbus, Ohio?
Nah.
Did they come through Cleveland, Ohio? No. Why not? It isn't. It can't be the population. We're major cities.
That's right. And we got some of the best barbers on the planet.
Why aren't there trade shows coming through here and all of that? I can't seem to take it any other way as other than them kind of either disrespecting or saying they're not going to come out. They're not going to come.
Okay.
They don't.
I don't think it's disrespecting. I think when people set shows up, I think it's more them looking at the analytics of how many people actually do come out to barber shows. Like if we go to Columbus,
I just said that.
Yeah, like I agree with you. I don't think it's being disrespectful though. I think like you saying, like we talking about right now, as a barber, if there's a barber show in Columbus, Ohio, the Ohio State Barber Expo. Mm-hmm. If you don't show up to the show, it doesn't make sense if you are a barber.
That's what I'm saying though, Pringles. Where have they been able to gauge that?
I don't know. It got to be something.
It's somewhere. What is it? Because honestly, if we go through states, I had this shit written down. But if we go through states and make up a list of licensed barbers within those states, we are the top in the top of that
because of the education.
So the profession is here. So how can't is it a knock on the culture? So that's what we're here for, trying to show them that the culture is here. I shouldn't have to fly, and no disrespect to anybody else, but I shouldn't have to fly such and such in here. When we have that here, when I see that talent here, when we can lift our own.
You're allergic to dogs, aren't you?
Oh, no, I'm just allergic to
when we can lift our own up, we can lift our own people up, our own barbers here that are just as good. Because I see the talent, but what is y'all hiding for? What is y'all hiding for?
I agree. I just feel this way. This is just me. Just doing the classes, just doing the hair unit thing. It's something about the barbers here, and I'm here. Mm-hmm. They don't want to invest. They don't want to like it shouldn't be a big deal with pushing the issue with coming to a barber show. Mm-hmm. That should be first on your mind if you are a barber. So if these people are taking this major league barber show everywhere else, evidently they're getting money in these places and they're thinking like, these people don't want to spend no money. Because I'm just saying this, when I was doing these classes, most of the people that took these hair unit classes came from out of state.
Okay, now let me say this. So, okay, we understand that that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So what do we need? Examples? What do we need? To show them examples that you can be successful in this, that you can cut athletes, that you can be in the movie industry on movie sets, that you can make it to the NFL draft, that you can reach these heights in this profession.
Is to speak about this shit on Alwayzkuttn Barbertalk.
Exactly, and that's why I'm going to take responsibility, like I said, for all the old heads, man, and for all the old heads that's listening to this podcast, man. Even if you're not, just say if you're not going to compete, whatever, then you owe it, like you said, to the business, to the industry, to support, man. That's why I said I had to come out to your shows. I have to be there. I don't care if I just go out and buy and just go to your bar.
They do owe it to support,
liquor.
but they owe it to themselves.
That's true too.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself.
Exactly.
You owe it to yourself to go out and possibly change a young barber's life. Possibly say, hey, yeah, back in 92, we was charging $20. But I sent the daughter to college. My home is paid for, the mortgage. Matter of fact, I have a few homes that I own. You know what I mean? To show them, because success, we can't always equate that to whose hair they cut or
That,
you know what
right
I mean?
there. Talk about that real quick.
We can't equate success to that. There are successful barbers who have put children through college. Like I said, all of these things, who have paid mortgages, who have paid their mothers and fathers medical bills and things like that, who supported and held down their families and communities. And that's success.
That's right. And it's funny you say that as well, because I can make this is how we used to do back in the day at Berwick. We didn't care about getting like popular people or cutting popular
celebrities.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
Our game was to get the youth. If I can get your 5-year-old, I'm going to cut him until he's 25. And then I'm going to cut his son that is, 5. And then I'm going to keep cutting them as long as they are living. That's exactly what I get. When it comes to Garth Adams, they're going to say, like McDonald's, baby, 1 billion served. Mm-hmm. That's me, man. I've served a whole lot.
That's generational wealth.
But everybody's focused on
generations.
Everybody's focused on celebrity.
Everybody focus on clout.
Right. Bingo.
Everybody focus on clout. They want a celebrity because they want clout. Matter of fact, they're even willing, and don't get me wrong, if it's the right celebrity, I'm not beyond it. But because sometimes you have to give to get something.
He about to say free.
Exactly. But it's and then you get there and you're shaking.
You're shaking. You got to shake.
You know what I'm saying?
Breaky hard, man.
You're shaking, or you done rode this D so heavy that they say, yeah, come on, do it for free, and never rock with you ever again. You know what I'm saying? Because they got something for free.
Exactly. That's why I say go with that youngster. That 5-year-old is going to be there. He's going to be there to 6. He's going to be there to 7, 8, all the way up to his whatever. And then when he has a baby, he's going to bring his son right back.
You're supposed to make the client in the chair the celebrity.
That's right.
When he came in regular, he leave out of the celebrity.
I just about to get there. I've cut athletes, but they will tell you, anybody else will tell you, I treat everyone the same. And my clients who keep my lights on are the most important always.
That's right.
Always. Those are the motherfucking celebrities. For sure. Man. They keep my lights on. They keep my bills paid. They support me and I support them.
And case on the piggyback, not do you realize, bruh, that they're looking at you as the celebrity.
Bingo.
While you're looking at them as a celebrity, they're looking at us as a celebrity. I look at the eyes of the little boys and the women that come in our barbershop. Man, you already know the eyes are on us. We are the celebrities. Like I said, ball players want to be me. And I was a ball player. But rappers and ball players want to be us. They want to kick it in the barbershop. Where's LeBron?
You're the information pipeline.
Exactly. I got the plug.
You are the hard drive, bro.
Exactly.
You are the hard drive to everything.
Look at all these. Listen, look at this. Look at the podcast. You got people they got podcasts in the barbershop, and these ain't even barbers in the.
That's my thing. They want to be us, man. While we're trying to be them, they want to.
We are the celebrities.
On the Modelo commercials, on the. And that's the thing. You think these companies ain't sitting back seeing that?
Sure.
And that's when they say, "Oh,
in the movies, there's always a scene.
LeBron has his barber room. Let's go up on these, get these new clippers and go up on them." And
every new hip movie that's coming out, I don't care if it's a split second. There's a barbershop scene.
It has to be.
I don't care if it's just a split second for a second. Even they're going there just joking, whatever. It's a barbershop scene, man. In sitcoms, in movies, everywhere now.
We are the source.
We are that, man.
Yeah.
We don't realize what power we actually hold, man. And I say the same thing too. It's saturated with a lot of barbers. It's saturated a lot of just basic. I hate to. They just giving them. They just throwing them like
that leads me to another thing, because last show we talked about the roofing company who sponsoring the show, Columbus Roofing Company. That's my message to other businesses. Why wouldn't you want to commingle and collaborate with barbers who are sources to other things? Why wouldn't there be an insurance man at a barber expo where barbers have to independently pay for insurance themselves? Why wouldn't I be there? Why wouldn't I have a table? Why? If I'm a car salesman, why wouldn't I be there? If I'm a real estate person, why wouldn't I be there? Because these guys buy real estate. Matter of fact, they need real estate to run their businesses.
We're the biggest consumers on planet Earth, man.
Why wouldn't I? And barbers buy everything. I keep trying to tell people, but I'm not trying to force feed anything to anybody either. You either gonna ride with it or you ain't.
It's all basically like come to the show and come take some barbers' money. That's basically what you're saying. Come to the show and come take some barbers' money, because it's cash over hand. I mean, a lot of the times as a barber, your money is immediate. Yes. So the problem that a lot of barbers have is finding out saving and investing the money. So with all these other companies that you say, these other people, entrepreneurs, they should come to the show if they're trying to sell their product, because we are the people that get the money immediately. So, and hold up, isn't it a class?
Or we're going to lead them to some people.
Exactly.
Who going to spend the money?
Exactly.
So
I'm just saying, coming to the show, and they could come to the show just to pass out a card.
Why wouldn't you? Because guess what? If there's a real estate convention, if there's anything, I'm there as a barber.
You're right.
I'm there because that's how I'm going to build clientele. It all works together. It all works together.
I might I learn a new product. I might be at the barber show and never seen this one product or whatever. And I go to the barber show and I see this one product or a product that, I could have, this is an amazing product or whatever that, but I would never had found out that product, not unless I went to the barber show. This is why I try to tell, again, for my guys, man, I know some, I'm class of, like I said, I'm 92 coming out of barber school. There's some talented, I'm talking about amazing barbers in that era. But like you said, they're stuck, man. They're stuck. And like I said, they're intimidated.
But if they stuck, it's best to come to the show.
Sure, and learn and see what the young dudes are doing, so I can stay up on him.
That's like a tow truck to get you out of being stuck.
It's something younger than me that's cold, man. That's way
cold. I know that you're doing hair units, and I've never done that before. I'm a 54-year-old man, and I've been cutting as long as 92. Licensed since 92. I don't do hair units. I've cut one, you know what I mean, who does hair units as well. I cut his hair, but I've never done a hair unit. That right there in itself should have barbers, my era, coming to check that out.
Why wouldn't it when I can take a haircut from $40, $50 to in some cases, $500 to $1,000.
Yeah. You going
I'm saying, depending on the market.
Exactly right.
And it's the cheapest you probably will ever be able to take a class in your life.
Why wouldn't I? This is one thing I learned from my OG. When I first started, I'm going to share a couple things he told me. He said, Case, always have in savings at least minimum 6 months. To take care in case of emergency, in case of anything, to take care of your financial responsibilities to hold you over for at least 6 months. Pandemic exposed a lot of people with that, right?
Sure.
I wasn't exposed. Know what I'm saying? That was one thing. Another thing he said is maximize your space.
That's right. That's my
There
thing.
should be something for sale. There should be something for sale everywhere in here where you're not cutting. Should be a gumball machine, a soda machine, a ATM, products. Y'all don't understand that y'all can go get with 614 Barber Supply. You can get with Barber Supply Plus. You can get these things wholesale. And when you done cutting and you rub them down and they say, what's that?
Yeah.
Got them on deck. $10, man, that's this right here. I had a guy, after I got done cutting him, his woman was waiting in the car. He got in the car. She must have said, he couldn't get back up the steps quick enough. They're like, hey man, what's that? Let me, you got some extra, you know what I'm saying? I took the haircut now from what, 50 to 70?
Definitely.
Bought them for you for 10 wholesale. I added a whole nother 10 to that's money. That adds up.
You're right.
That adds up.
That's another thing about the youngsters too. You can the industry, man, is like I said, it's the oldest. It's the oldest business before the whole business. That's the only thing that's older than us is the whole business. That's for real, for real. The barber business, Jesus was getting a haircut. He was getting his beard trimmed. All of them dudes, man. All of the disciples. Everybody was groomed, man. They were, you know what I mean? Like I said, the only business before us was the whole business. They don't realize, man, if even if you're not a talented barber, if you manage your money and just say you're making $700 a week, that's great money, man. If you're doing it right. Like Pringles was talking about beforehand, we getting our money immediately. So it's not like you're not making the money. You're just not doing the money correctly.
It's you know what I mean? Discipline.
Exactly.
It boils down to discipline.
The money is there. You have to be.
It can be not a lot of money.
Exactly. You still be able
if
to
you're disciplined enough to put this. Listen, I want to say that if we all think about it, me, you, him, we've been a millionaires a couple of times over.
Yeah.
If we could think about, damn, if I was disciplined enough, know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong, we're cool, but we still working in that area,
peaks and valleys.
But imagine the train of thought and the mindset we have now at earlier times.
And it's funny
we've been millionaires over and over. We've had opportunities. We've had the cash flow to be able to do other things and to elevate. Know what I'm saying?
Sure. Now check this out, man. I used to like back in the day. My guys, it's my team, man. My Berwick team back in the day. Again, I already revert back to them. Because, man, back in the day, we used to have a little system like. So every day, man, I would tell the guys, hey, man, so this is what we're going to do. I said, every day, Monday through Thursday, we just going to put $5 under the mat. Everybody, $5 under the mat. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, we'll put $20 because we know that's our good days. So we'll put $20 under the mat. So I got 4 barbers in there, all of us putting the money under the mat. So we're doing that every week, every whatever. And I said, once we get to maybe 1,000, then we'll buy some pop, some soda. Then, okay, and we keep going on with that. Well, then we're still putting our money in there under the mat every single day. Then once we get to this, then we're buying this. And it's funny you say that about names. I've owned a barbershop, man, since since 92. I probably owned about 20 barbershops. Not one had my name on it. My name is Garth Adams. Not one had my name on it. They were all the neighborhood. It was in Berwick. Berwick is the neighborhood. It's the community. Mm-hmm. I left it the name Berwick. I had a barbershop in Indian Mound, maybe it's south side of Columbus. Indian Mound, it was a neighborhood. Mm-hmm. I left it the same neighborhood. Airport Barber.
That's dope.
I had Airport. I never put Garth name on there. It's the airport. Right, it's the actual, it's where we're at, man. And I'm in Berwick. Now I'm in Bexley. And I'm in Barber Supplies Plus. It's Barber Supplies Plus. You will never hear my name, man, not unless you hear me for good stuff out doing work in the community. That's the only name I need.
Let me go to the show competition that we're having. Because I don't think people understand the concept of this or what my vision personally is about this competition. You're getting a selected few of your barbers from your barbershop to represent your barbershop, right, which gives everyone in that shop, right, even the community that goes to that shop, to come and support and create unison. And it's a team building exercise for your shop. It's a morale booster. That's right. It's a morale booster. It's everybody in the shop investing in these particular people, putting something behind them. And if you win, you have something to change the dynamic of the shop, whether it's a new TV, a new chair, things that people have been complaining about within the shop. We done this. We done this as a collective. It's a team building thing. And then you have an expo where you have different people coming from these different shops and representing in a constructive way. Exactly. And like I said, people coming from the community. It's people that don't cut hair, who I cut their hair. They're coming because they want to support me, and they're proud of where they go, and they want to represent.
Because they look at you like a celebrity.
That's right.
Hey,
very true.
I was born famous. Very true. I was born famous, but I don't necessarily look at myself as that way. I in my bio, I don't have celebrity barber and you know what I mean? I don't really get into that. Not knocking anybody who does. If that's all you, because I do also understand, I don't mean to overtalk, but I do understand the concept of being a barber and recognizing your demographic. There are particular people, some people you might want to go after. You know what I'm saying? Me particularly, I like to focus on people, honestly, who their appearance is conducive to their work. Mm-hmm. Let's say a military guy. Mm-hmm. I'm a veteran. I know that veterans have to stay clean. Mm-hmm. It's part of their uniform. I know that real estate people like that, people, attorneys, people who have to present themselves on a daily basis.
Be amongst people.
It's the way they look, the cleanliness, things like that, their hygiene are part of their uniform. Exactly. Yes, I want them. Exactly. Right. They're going to be consistent. Exactly. Right. Mm-hmm. They're going to be consistent because this is part of their career. So I understand. So if you feel like celebrities, there are some people who are good with children. Mm-hmm. If you're great with children, that's what you should be focused on. Anything else is extra. I'm not saying shut the door on anything else. Right. But if this is what you're good at, sure. Yes, that's who I'm going to focus on.
It's funny you say that because I got a guy, I'm going to tell you, say his name, Rodney Taylor. He was a guy that worked with us at Berwick again. We focus on the kids. Like I said, he's a referee actually, and I was a licensed basketball referee. So like I said, our focus was on the children because we know once we get the 5-year-old, the 6-year-olds or whatever, they're going to grow, man. They're going to grow into teenagers, and they're going to be with us, and they're going to stay with us, and then they're going to have babies, and they're going to bring their babies. Right now, man, I have second and third generation people that come into the barbershop.
I'm starting to be like now. That. That's
like literally, man.
That's what make me feel.
I don't even want new clients. I can't afford to get new clients. I don't have time for new clients. So like I said again, I don't want to cut everybody. Give me my 50 consistent.
I feel the same way at times. Like it's impossible. Once you reach a certain number, or that's what you want to call it, like you can't cut everyone,
and I don't want to.
Can't.
I mean,
it's just basically like once you build out that name, you already established who you are, so people go. You know what I mean, you like a magnet at that time. Like They're gonna come in. You got your clientele who you have. They're gonna tell. Then you have word of mouth.
Okay. So for people who are going through that, what do? I would think that first you're gonna raise them prices. You're gonna weed some people out.
Raising your prices is definitely a filter.
And then beyond that, I just think people are in line. You kind of, okay, if somebody leaves, people move away, things like that, then okay, I can fit a new person in that slot that they would, you know what I mean? But other than that, there are only so many hours in a day.
Exactly.
There are so many. And then how are you building elsewhere?
That's true. Very true.
How are you building elsewhere?
Very true.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I can't stress enough. Guys like this, and there are plenty of other guys, older would be considered OGs in the game. I'm trying to be the fly on the wall. And for you OGs, some of you need to come be the fly.
Hold up, but it's a battle right now for the OGs though.
A battle? No, it's not.
It's a competition. It's a competition for the OGs. It is. It's the what is it? What's the battle, man? It ain't the tag team. It's the
at Ohio State Barber Expo.
Yeah.
It's not a battle.
It's a competition.
Showcase.
It's a showcase. Hold up. It is the showcase. What's it called? What's the showcase for the? It's with no enhancements. It's the.
No. Oh, you talking about?
It is. I know I ain't tripping.
Oh, if they want to compete.
Yeah, it's the
traditional.
I knew I wasn't tripping.
And that's what's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. Like going back to what we said before. I know it's an OG out there who can make a damn afro look like this microphone.
Yes.
That's a traditional haircut.
Yes. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So why be intimidated? Even if you go in there, you don't win or whatever.
Yes.
Also, let's go back to the judges, the judging. It's comprised of very different people. Excuse me. Juicing. Nobody who's biased, younger, older. So there's none of that here. We're not going to entertain that type of energy. You know what I mean? So it's not a situation where a OG would get in there and be like, oh, them young, they just going to vote for the TikTok and Instagram and you feel me?
Hey, that's
like
us.
It's not gonna be that type of situation. Although I am younger than Garth or whatever, I'm a student of the old game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that young. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, just think about it. What's the chances of a younger barber being in a traditional cut competition anyway? Like when you look at it realistically, it's not too many younger barbers that's gonna be doing no traditional cuts.
You know what?
In this time right here,
theoretically, that's the one that should be packed.
It ain't. It should be, but it's not.
But the traditional cut is changing as well. Mm-hmm. Now, because back when we was growing up, wasn't everybody wearing all that hair? Then nobody had the braids and that is very new. The braids with the skin tight all the way up here, whatever on the side. We never ever did that.
I personally don't consider that traditional though.
No,
like I said, the afros, the shag, the slope boxes. I'm talking about far as for blacks. Now, if we want to go traditional as far as other cultures are concerned, we're talking about pompadours, we're talking about comb overs, we're talking about flat tops, we're talking about you get me? What's the one that what's the haircut that
the Pee-wee
old girl from Scooby-Doo wore with the bowl on the way?
You talking about the bangs with
it's like a mullet.
But that's cold-blooded on the traditional side just to do something. See, me, I feel like I'm a creative. So I might have a woman come, I might do that cut and have her dressed up as Velma, or whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to think outside the box.
That's it.
I'm going to think outside the box. And you're going to get at Ohio State Barber Expo, you're going to get all type of extra points for that, for thinking outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be, you don't have to.
Exactly. Creativity.
You don't have to. If you feel like your cut just strong enough, that's cool. But if somebody come and take it to the next level, for sure somebody's going to be looking at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Also, like I said, students can, if you're a student and you feel like you can run with the big dogs, hop in whatever competition you want to.
If you're a student and you hop in any competition you want to, you a real certified big dog. Man.
I know I did.
Yes.
Got smoked a couple times, but that's how I got better.
That's how you gonna get better.
That's how I shook the
I was
jitters.
speaking to Case the other day about that. I love it when, that's why I'm a sponsor. I'll let you know on the podcast too. For any of the students at any of these barber schools around here. Barber Supply Plus has 5 tickets that I'm sponsoring. That's $500 that I'm giving away. Any of y'all want, that's 5 people. Any of y'all, whoever gets to me first. I got the tickets at the shop. Whoever gets to me first, you got a free ticket for $100, worth $100. You can enter the competition, whatever. I am sponsoring. I love to see new talent. That's what turns me on. I love to see the new talent.
Bro, that's love.
I want you to teach me, the new guys to teach me how to do the new stuff.
Listen, this ain't even live, and I would be at your door now. Yeah. This ain't even a live show, and I'll be there now. You know what I mean? That's
see the
dope.
Jump in there, yeah.
There should be more of that
because it does take a lot of courage, man. Yeah. I sponsored a young lady a few years back or whatever at a competition, and she came in third. And even if she didn't come in third, I was going to give her a gift just because she had the wherewithal to go in there and the courage to go in there amongst the giants, man. And that ain't no easy cutting hair at a house and in your, barbershop or whatever. That's a different ball game. But when you have competition, you have eyes on you, have the lights on you, baby.
Action.
That's right. That's just like now you got to become Mayweather.
Yeah, you definitely got to.
It's all good until you get socked in the nose.
Like you said, you got to play until you get punched in the face.
And we're gonna give tickets to the Boys and Girls Clubs, to the Troubled Youth Clubs, we're gonna give tickets to them. So hopefully, if it's one that we inspire. We inspire them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or we let them come see that there's a different route. Right. It's something, there are other things that you can try. They might come to the Barber Expo and not even be interested in the barbers, but might go to a vendor.
That's right.
And form a relationship there. You know what I mean?
They might be sales, exactly.
Right. It's about doors being open and trying to grow, and this is my way of trying to get back to the community. This is our way of trying to get back to the community. And trust me, it ain't all about no damn money. Because, shit, you'd be happy if you break even.
That's right. And I like blending talents and skills. We always say if you want to be successful, you got to sit in the room with successful people. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing now. We got to have more of this. We got to have more conversations. We got to have more podcasts. We got more, all kinds of, for the youth to gather around, for, everything, man. We have to do this more and more and more. This is actually second nature to the brothers. We actually we've been podcasting way before that. When we were slaves, we was podcasting. But man, now it's becoming popular or whatever, but we have to, again, we got to learn to stick together, man. That is
it's just congregating.
If we could learn to do that, man, then more people it wouldn't be no problem. Because you're wondering why doesn't the older dudes do that? Because man, we have a love issue. That's number one too. We got to get it together, man. We got to be better. We got to start complimenting each other, man. Like I said, bro, if you're talented, you're talented, man. You remind me of myself. Why I'm going to be upset at you? Why I'm going to be mad at you, man? That's like Mike passing the torch to Kobe. You're talented, bro, and that's a great thing.
It's not. I feel like it's more people just mad. I don't think it'd be more like mad at the individual. More people be mad at themselves.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the first thing. It's a personal thing. Why didn't I do it? So I'm just like, damn, he got to go. Yeah,
it's more envy than hate.
Yeah, it's envy,
it's a thing where I'm sitting next to you and I'm trying to fit this square in this circle, and for some damn reason, you're fitting the square in the circle. And I'm over here frustrated than a motherfucker because I can't get mine in there. And secretly, I want that. I want those results.
Sure.
They just gave up. You just showing work ethic to keep trying.
Exactly.
So they're trying to figure out why the hell is he able to keep trying, and I don't have the ambition and motivation to keep going.
And the same thing too on that, man. Listen to me. Listen to me, Case. Listen.
That's a whole word.
You know how many barbers there are, man, in the city? I'm talking about my era, my age. Ain't nobody do no shows. Ooh. This is why I told you I liked you in the beginning. I gravitated to you in the beginning because you're a doer. Right off the bat. How many people around my age could have done the same thing, man? We're slipping. And we should have done this. We should have done this a lot of years ago, many years ago. That's why they're intimidated by your talents and they're intimidated by your young mind. I just think like you guys, so I'm just an old mind, but I think outside the box and I've always thought outside the box. So your mind doesn't intimidate me. Your mind makes me want to, hey man, talk to me some more, bro. Let's talk about building. Really something.
It's the courage.
Exactly.
But that's what I was about to go.
Exactly.
Three of us are stronger than one. If we say say it's an idea and we all with it, rather than me to invest alone, three of us are better off because I might invest and I might spend my whole self. But if three of us, then I'm splitting that in half. You know what I'm saying?
And he might be good at the finance part. You might be good at this part. I might be good at that part. That's what we need. Working pieces. Exactly. Yeah. It's just like a basketball team, man. Everybody doesn't play the same role. We all got to understand and love your role. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Your role is no less than my role or his role is no less. We got to love and embrace that role. I embrace the work. You know what I mean? To get to the point that we're trying to get there. I like the practice.
The reward is in the journey.
Bingo.
Not the destination. Because you get to the destination and it lasts that long.
Bingo. And I'll be looking for something else.
It lasts that long and you be on to something else. Just like I was watching Jokic last night. They won the championship. He was like, all right, now, what's next? Let's try it again.
For one, that's exactly, you hit the nail on the head. Like, and the thing about the journey will help you get back to the same. Like, if you fall off today, going through the journey, you know how to get back
to the right.
Yeah. If you microwave it, you don't even know how you got there. So if you fall off,
good one.
You just stuck.
How about this though?
Good one.
I can't stand when barbers tell me when they're trying to pick a shop to go to, and they say, "Oh, they ain't booming over there, or they ain't." What?
Right.
That a person like me, good. That's even better because I can make it boom. I want to go through that so I know how to build clientele. I know how to. It kind of robs you when you go somewhere that's booming and let's say you're giving that clientele. Right. And then let's say something happened. They got to shut down. They burn down, whatever. Right. Now you out here and you don't even know how to build clientele or if you lose clients.
I call them.
You can't move to another state and know how to.
I call them great clip barbers. Great clip barbers and Saturday barbers because they can only cut when somebody is throwing them clientele. They can't go out and drive their own clientele home.
Just like you said, you had a shop that we call Berwick. If they decide to leave Berwick and the door was swinging for Berwick, those clients are still amongst the neighborhood Berwick. They're going to stay. Majority of them clients are going to stay there at that shop.
You say that, Pringles, because trust me, all of them dudes at Berwick has been my customers and they're still my customers. You inherit customers. All you got to do is stay the position. I already said it in motion and in tone. They're going to keep coming there. And they did continue to still come there. That's why Trey got my clientele. Trey he has inherited my clientele from years ago, whatever. But Trey's an excellent barber and he got him and he kept on to him. And that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? I'm a second string barber and some people's You know what I mean? I'm a second string barber somewhere. Put it that way. You know what I mean? There's a guy that
We all are.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly. That's my point. You can be a second string barber and turn around and turn around and be a very successful.
The thing about me is I've gotten to the point where even as second string, whatever you want to call it, I'm comfortable standing next to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable there. Mm-hmm. I'm not intimidated. Mm-hmm. I'm not intimidated, and I'm open to learn from that other person. If I'm second string, then I'm about to learn from you. Put me next to whoever. Meaning, before I forget, shout out to New Directions Beauty and Barber School, North Columbus, Carl Road. Their barber program is open.
That's right.
And I must say that they have the most competitive pricing in Ohio.
And I'm going to say this, add on to that case, I'm actually going to be an instructor. I have signed up and I did my paperwork to actually be an instructor at New Direction. So yes, New Direction is that thing. And Mrs. Adams is great.
Shout out to them. They are providing the barber chairs for the expo, because we're going to have barber chairs. Recently, I ain't going to say no names, but I seen, you know what I mean? I seen people, at the expos cutting and, that ain't got nothing to do with me. No, we're going to have some chairs. You know what I'm saying? I believe that that's a handicap. Yeah, we all started in the basement, all of that, but you get your best work done. We all know that when you can swivel around, when you can lean back, you're going to get your best work done. So we can't dock you on your detail of your cut when you don't have the proper tools to get that done. So shout out once again to New Directions and all of the other sponsors. They are providing the chairs. Make sure you go check out their booth. If you're an aspiring barber, matter of fact, hold up. I did say beauty and barber school.
Yes.
So we're talking about nails. We're talking about esthetician.
Yes, exactly.
Massage therapy. Mm-hmm. We're talking about cosmetology. We're talking about, they got it all. So you could go get your cos license and go upstairs and get your barber license. And then get your barber's license and get your instructor's license.
That's right.
So, like I said, shout out to them, and we gonna support them until we can't support no more.
And they're wonderful people.
So any last words before we get up out of here, man? Because, we could be here, man. We could go on. There's a lot going on in the barber industry. We got to do this again.
Ohio State Barber Expo, July 23rd. Ain't no telling who gonna pop up. Shout out to Beanie Wells coming through. Guest celebrity judge. And there's some other stuff in the crock pot. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back. We'll be back with y'all.
You got any last words, Garth?
Hey, I would say shout out to these brothers, man. Mm-hmm. Pringles, Mr. Pringles, and Case, man. They're really doing some great things. To all my older fellow barbers, man. Hey, support, man. Please, fellas. For me. Do it for me. Support these guys, man. Support the one on your way out of the game. Support the guys, man, that are strong in the game and are hungry in the game and are showing us the way, or the future, bro. So, on that note.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Ohio State Barber Expo, July 23rd. Eventbrite.com. Make sure y'all jump into them educational classes.
That's what I was just about to say. Don't miss that. Yeah. Don't miss that class by Customato, and don't miss that class by Mr. Pringles and all Ill Will, the Barber 513, and all of the other people who will be there. Shout out Keith Warren, our financial guy, who's going to be there, and he's going to help you set it all up.
Hey, vendors, all welcome.
Tap in. Tap in.
Hey.
Tap in. Right now we got the Father's Day
Promo.
Now until Father's Day going, is you drop?
I ain't dropped mine yet. I ain't dropped my promo code yet.
I was waiting to
I'm gonna
see
drop my
if you
promo
was dropping
code on my birthday next week on the 19th. I'll drop it on Juneteenth.
dropping that promo code, but yeah, we got the promo code for Father's Day from now until the end of the day on Father's Day is DAD, DAD.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're coming from out of town and you need lodging, you can stay directly at the point or place of the event, and that's Crown Plaza North, Worthington, Columbus, Ohio. If you're online, you can use the promo code BAR, that's BAR, or you can call in and make your reservation and use the promo code BAR. Other than that,
barbers, come and support. Come out support.
We'll see you there, man.
All right, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Mr. Pringles the Barber, aka Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them.